We can't be in survival mode. We have to be in growth mode. Everything you are comes from your choices. One of the huge mistakes people make is that they try to force an interest on themselves. You don't choose your passions. Your passions choose you. Your brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room. I knew that if I failed, I wouldn't regret that. But I knew the one thing I might regret is not trying. Work hard, have fun, and make history. We are our choices. Build yourself a great story. Life's too short to hang out with people who aren't resourceful. To get something new done, you have to be stubborn and focused, to the point that others might find unreasonable. The smartest people are constantly revising their understanding, reconsidering a problem they thought they'd already solved. They're open to new points of view, new information, new ideas, contradictions, and challenges to their own way of thinking. Where you are going to spend your time and your energy is one of the most important decisions you get to make in life. If you don't mind, understand the details of your business, you are going to fail. People who are right most of the time are people who change their minds often. If you never want to be criticized, for goodness sake, don't do anything new. Obsess about customers, not competitors. If you can't feed a team with the pizzas, it's too large. We are stubborn on vision. We are flexible on details. The common question that gets asked in business is why? That's a good question, but an equally valid question is why not? If you do build a great experience, customers tell each other about that. Word of mouth is very powerful. If you are going to do large-scale invention, you have to be willing to do three things. You must be willing to fail. You have to be willing to think long-term. And you have to be willing to be misunderstood for long periods of time. Our biggest cost is not power, or servers, or people. It's lack of utilization. It dominates all other costs. If we think long-term, we can accomplish things that we couldn't otherwise accomplish. In the end, we are our choices. It's hard to find things that won't sell online. Go to bed early and wake up early. The morning hours are good. A company shouldn't get addicted to being shiny, because shiny doesn't last. A brand for a company is like a reputation for a person. You earn reputation by trying to do hard things well. We've had 3 big ideas at Amazon that we've stuck with for 18 years, and they're the reason we're successful. Put the customer first, invent, and be patient. The best customer service is if the customer doesn't need to call you doesn't need to talk to you, it just works. If you're competitor focused, you have to wait until there is a competitor doing something. Being customer focused allows you to be more pioneering. I strongly believe that missionaries make better products. They care more. For a missionary, it's not just about the business. There has to be a business, and the business has to make sense. But that's not why you do it. You do it because you have something meaningful that motivates you. One of the things that gets me up in the morning is knowing that customer expectations are always rising, and I find it very exciting. The great thing about fact-based decisions is that they overrule the hierarchy. Failure comes part and parcel with invention. It's not optional. If we think long-term, we can accomplish things that we couldn't otherwise accomplish. I told all of our original investors that they would lose their money for sure. Focusing on the customer makes a company more resilient. Be proud of your choices, not your gifts. Do something you're very passionate about, and don't try to chase what is kind of the hot fashion of the day. What's dangerous is not to evolve. Above all else, align with customers when they win, when only when they win. Things never go smoothly. Invention is by its very nature disruptive. If you want to be understood at all times, then don't do anything new. Teachers who are really good create that environment where you can be very satisfied by the process of learning. If you do something and you find it a very satisfying experience, then you want to do more of it. Great teachers somehow convey their very attitude and their words and their action. If you want to be inventive, you have to be willing to fail. I'd rather interview 50 people and not hire anyone than hire the wrong person. Customer happy they want. Tell 5 friends, they'll tell 5,000 friends. So we are at a point now where we have all of the things we need to build an important and lasting company, and if we don't, it will be shame on us. What we need to do is always lean into the future when the world changes around you. When it changes against you, what used to be a tailwind is now a headwind. You have to lean into that and figure out what to do, because complaining isn't a strategy. If everything you do needs to work on a 3-year time horizon, then you're competing against a lot of people. But if you're willing to invest on a 7-year time horizon, you're now competing against a fraction of those people, because very few companies are willing to do that just by lengthening